Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anna of Reinforcement Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, we're going to talk about how people see the world. I'm talking about perspectives versus reality. You know, the way two people look at the same thing but feel very different about it. People have different ways of thinking and feeling, and that is perspective. While the reality is, it is what it is. It is life as it is, facts, objective, and we have interpretations about it, about how we see things in life, and that's perspectives. Do you know why it is important to know this? It's because it will help us understand people more in a way that we don't necessarily take things personally. We don't, you know, we don't hate them. We don't judge them because they look at the thing that we see differently. It's just that we are different. We have different minds, different upbringings, different cultures. That's why we see things differently. And there's nothing wrong about it. It's just that, that's how it is. There's nothing we can do about it. That's already out of our control. The only thing that we can control is ourselves. You know, if we're against how the person see things, if we're against how the person reacted, there's nothing we can do about it. But we can just be in control of ourselves, not to react negatively, not to be aggressive about when dealing with that kind of person, not to be judgmental. We try to resolve things, understand the person, be kind, open minded, because we do understand things. We know reality, the difference between reality and perspectives. Now, what is perspective? Perspective is, it's like life as we see it. It's how you see things or feel about something. Everyone has different perspectives. It's like each individual is wearing different sunglasses on how they see things, including you and me. Your sunglasses is 100% different from mine. Even though we have the same interpretations, but the way we feel about it, the way we come up to that kind of interpretations, we it actually came from, we actually make it up, differently. It came from different source, different experiences, although we have the same perspectives, but our life experiences, which help us to come up with the same idea, are completely different. Nobody is absolutely the same, as you are, because we have different experiences, upbringings, culture, minds, family tree. The way, like for example, when your girlfriend says that, oh, he's cute, that is actually opinion or feeling. And that actually changed though, you know because when a girl says that, oh, he's cute, it actually changed. You know why? Because our perspectives, they are shaped by our personal experiences like trauma, joy, upbringing. And sometimes the way we see things can be influenced by our mental and emotional state. So, like for example, if a girl tells the man that, oh, he's cute, and then when she's having a bad day, terrible day, that to the point that she couldn't even think about, even appreciate the physical beauty of the same man because of her current emotional state. Another thing which influences our perspective is our culture and society. Some people, came from a culture wherein they could say negative or it could be positive things directly to the person. Blunt, direct. And some cultures would prefer to to be indirect, to be nicer, which is okay, which is, I could say, somehow it's way better to be that way. Some people could say directly to their friends, like for us, Filipinos, I could tell my friends, "Oh, you look chubby today." But to some other cultures, when you say that to them, it could hurt them. So we are all different based on our upbringing, culture, and society. We also have different beliefs, and religion, values that absolutely influences our perspectives in life and how we build ourselves together. And another thing I could say about this current mental and emotional health, emotional state is that we have when we're having a good day, when we're having a good morning, though, we actually show up at work like, yeah, good morning, how are you? But when you're stuck in the traffic, when you're stressed out, you couldn't even, sometimes you forget about greetings. Sometimes you forget about somehow be polite because you were preoccupied about what happened 30 minutes ago. You were stressed out. So that is another example of your emotional state influencing your perspectives. Now, we don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. So that's about perspectives. Now, speaking about reality, perspectives versus reality. Now, reality is life as it is. It is much of a facts, objectives, and events outside an individual's perception. So, like for example, the sun is up almost every day, but people feel different about, experiencing the sunset. Some people, would feel that it's hot and warm and they don't like it. Some people don't like, they normally don't like the sun because they want to avoid health issues caused by the sun. They're not used to the warm weather. And some people would love to be under the sun 24/7. They help themselves not to get dehydrated, including myself. I love to see the sun every day if that's possible. Please, God. So we have different interpretations about things. Like, for example, this paper, blank paper. I'm holding it. And I've remembered different memories, different interpretations about what I'm doing. And when you see me holding this paper, blank paper, you're also thinking different things. Why am I holding this paper? What is this about? What's behind the paper? Could be. Somehow I have no idea. So that's your perspectives. Now, wait. Reality is much similar about the truth. Like, it is what it is. No matter how people feel, it is what it is. Like, for example, if you ever experienced a loved one who sign off from this planet, and they're not going to be back again. So it is what it is. That's fact in front of your face. And there's nothing you can do about it. Just cry. No matter how aggressive you might gonna react. That's how it is. It's gonna be painful, but it is what it is. You got to face it. And how you face life depends on, the way you look at it. And the way you look at life is, influenced by your past, your culture. So, to some people, though, when they encounter setbacks, adversities, they consider it as failures. While to some people, other individuals would consider it as an opportunity. So, why is it important to know the difference between perspectives and reality? About how people see life. It actually helps us understand each other better. And as I've said earlier, not to be judgmental, not to react abruptly, negatively to other people's behavior or responses, because That's out of our control, but we are in control of our own. And somehow having to know that we have having this kind of knowing that we have different perspectives, we also have the power to change our perspectives into a positive way, a kinder way. You know, we learn that people may see things in different ways, and that's okay. Recognizing the differences can make us more empathetic, humble, and open minded to different minds, even though we're against it, but we respect it. You know, we acknowledge it because they're also people. They deserve respect just like you are, just like me, and everybody else. We all deserve to be loved, accepted, and respected. So I hope I shared something valuable today. By the way, if you ever love this episode, you can share this to your family and friends. You can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even in Amazon Music, as well as in X, the Twitter before, Reinforce Me Club. By the way, this is Anne, your fellow positive reinforcer. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thank you.